That's now the second thing we're going to talk about now. Before we talk about the other thing, how do you make the right investment? When you talk about the right investment, what do you mean? As a small business manager, the right investment is divided into three things. Before you invest in anything, you need to think about the contribution of that investment to your profit on investment. The contribution that investment will make to your income. That should be the first and most important thing you should do. What do I mean? If I have a bakery and I want to make an investment, I shouldn't invest based on what other people are doing. I don't know how they are calculating their own profit on investment. I don't know where they have invested the money in and how they did. No. My priority should be, if I buy a new oven, how much is that oven going to increase my income that day, month, week, however you want to calculate it? If on a normal day I use 10,000 liters of fuel to run that oven, and I've heard of there's a new oven that when I buy it, I'll only use 2,000 liters of fuel. That investment is going to add to my daily profit. It's going to add to my daily income, which will boost my profit on investment because I will spend less money on operating that oven, and then my income and my profit will be extra. So that would be a good investment. However, I may have an investment that only increases my fuel consumption by 1%. That will not be a good investment for me. I might as well manage the old oven that I have. Or if every day I used to pay Bolt for deliveries, and then I invest in a car, a Keke Napep that can take these deliveries with a very limited amount of money compared to the Bolt, that would be a good investment. So, number one, if you want to maximize your profit, we need to think about, first of all, our investment strategy. What strategy are you using to invest? Are you starting with the point that when you want to make an investment, that investment must contribute to your daily, weekly, monthly income? It must have a big impact on your income. You don't want a small impact. Talking about maximizing profit on investment, you want a big impact. That is how you know you're making the right investment. So that is the first part of maximizing your profit on investment. Number one, what is the contribution of that thing you are doing? How much does it contribute to your income? That is the first thing we want to know. How much does it contribute to your income? The second investment strategy we'll talk about when we talk about trying to maximize our profit on investment is, can you resell this item? If things were going to become bad and you need to close down the business, can you resell it? If you were to invest in a house, buy a piece of land to do your business, that is a very good investment. We're talking about investment strategy, remember. You can easily sell that house if the business should go down. We're talking about strategies for maximizing your investment and minimizing your risk also. Because when you have good investments, you're making the business less risky. If you were to buy a house that you can resell for your capital, then that's a very less risky investment, and that is a wonderful investment. It's contributing to your profit on investment. It's also resellable. In case you have an issue, you can resell it. There's some businesses that don't have assets, or there's some businesses that their assets are people. So when those people travel, they die, or they're not available, then the business crumbles, or the business has no resale value. But when your assets are things that are tangible, say intellectual property, you have intellectual property to a particular thing, that is a solid asset. It's a solid investment strategy. Invest in things that you can resell. That's the second thing. It's not complicated, it's not rocket science, but these are things that you need to know to make the right decision. And learning it here will help you when you need to invest. Why is this important? A lot of people will ask the same questions when they want to do business. Is this the right decision? Should I do this? Should I not do this? And all that. It is this that you use to know. These investment strategies, simple ones. Remember that investment strategies are plenty, especially when you talk about big business. When you open textbooks and look at investment strategies, you will see theory upon theory. But remember that we are adapting what we are talking about from big business to simple, practical things that small businesses can use to move forward their careers. Understand the difference. That's what we are doing here. Big business to small business. Practical things that you can use today. Even what I've told you today, contribution to income on your investment, and I've told you the resale value, you can use these two principles alone already to start maximizing your profits and becoming a better small business manager. So how much can you resell it? Is this thing something that can be resold? Is this something that can contribute to your daily income? These are the things you look at. And then the last thing you look at when you talk about the small business investment strategy is, can it be repurposed? That thing you want to invest in, can you use it for something else in case one thing doesn't work out? Let's say, for example, a car. You buy a car and it doesn't work out for you, but you use it for, once you use it for deliveries, it's not working out for deliveries, you can give it to your manager, your sales manager, so that you can go and do his sales quicker. That is an investment that can be changed from one purpose to the other. So buying a car will not be a total waste if you are into a business that has a lot of movement. But if you are in a business that has little movement, like internet business, maybe where you just do things on the computer, it may not be a wise investment for you to invest in a car. Because if you invest in a car, how can you, for one purpose, does it translate to something else? Like I said, these are just strategies, ideas to help guide you in the kind of investments you need to make. It shouldn't be complicated. You shouldn't think about it too much. It's just 3 simple rules. How much is this investment going to contribute to your profit on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis? If you invest in this particular machine, will it help you to make more money on a daily basis? Simple. If you invest in this particular machine, can you resell it? If you invest in this particular thing, can you use it for something else more than what you invested? Can you repurpose it? Can you change its use in case it doesn't work out? You're minimizing your risk, and you're also, getting an investment that is giving you more maximum profit. It's as simple as that. That's about this topic, and we don't need to think too much about it. Investment strategies is not, we're not talking about finance in this course. Like I said, we are bringing big theory down into simple things. And if you want to summarize everything I have said into one simple statement, it is, your investment should have a strategy. Don't just invest in a small business. Don't buy anything without having a strategy for that thing you're buying, because the game you are playing is investing and getting money back to maximize your profit. Meaning, everything you invest in is important, especially at that stage. A big business can afford to invest in 1 or 2 extra things that it doesn't even need. It can buy just new tables for all its employees. It's not a do or die affair. But in your own business, that could be a do or die affair if it's a small business. What are you investing your money in? What things do you buy every day? Have you checked it well? Because your business can crumble if you make the wrong investment. If you invest in fuel, instead of invest in a generator, instead of investing in solar power, depending on the kind of business you are doing, you are not maximizing your profit. Think, for example, you have barbing salons. They're buying fuel every day. Why don't you take that money and invest in a solar panel? That way, you don't have to spend money on fuel every day. And you can make more money, but people are not thinking in terms of maximizing profit. They're thinking in terms of so many other things, or they're not thinking in this way. That is why I'm teaching you this formula. I'm trying to train your mind so you're thinking in terms of, how do I maximize my profit? If I want to buy a new clipper as a barber, should I not think about a clipper that can work with solar? If I don't want to buy solar, should I not think about a cost-effective clipper that doesn't take so much fuel, that will not get bad easily, that I can change the blade easily, that looks good so my customers feel good? Are you thinking, my point is, are you thinking in these terms? Or you just want to invest and you see this is what other people are doing, I want to do it? Are you thinking of how it will contribute to your profit and on what you have to do? Or are you just doing it freestyle? Investment strategies. The first thing we talked about was why a small business is different. Now we're talking about investment strategies. How do you invest? Because the way you invest and what you invest in will impact on your profit on investment. So the next thing we'll talk about is how do you maximize your income on a small scale. And I don't know how too many big strategies. Remember, basic in strategies that you can use to maximize your income. We're going to look at that next. But remember, investment strategies, what you invest in, how you invest can kill or bring your business big time. You make very good investments, and if by investment, you can talk about investment in people, investment in things, resources, anything you have use money to pay for to help your business and investment. Before you make any investment, think deeply about it, because that could really affect your profits. And when we start thinking this way, we are going to think and make more money in business, especially small business. So I'll see you next class.